So, as you guys may or may not know, I'm pretty sure everybody knows, Friday night, which is tonight, was the premiere of. I'm having a mind blank, my eyes are red. The Escape Room. So, we just got back from seeing it. I went to the drive in, so I had my pajamas on. Let me turn something on so I can hear some noise. But yeah, I just got through watching it. And if I had to rate it, I would give it a 3.5 out of 10. Now here's why. Turn on YouTube. Yeah, I give it a 3 out of 10 because it was 90% predictable. I say predictable because when it starts, they introduce you to three characters. They give a brief little introduction, and then once they get to the room, there's three more people there. So right then you kind of know, since you didn't get an introduction to those people, that if they were to die, those three people are going to die first, which that's what it was. And then and yeah, it was predictable in that way. It was predictable in that way. I keep repeating myself, sorry. It was predictable in that way because, like I said, they didn't introduce the other people, but everybody had a backstory, and basically they were all chosen for this role because they were lone survivors of horrific incidents. So it is eerily similar to The Cabin. If you've seen The Cabin, you know that it's, in the end, it turns out to be some weird little game with some beings that's not human. And the cabin keeps switching and changing, and they keep releasing different monsters and whatnot for the people in the cabin to fight off. And this was pretty much the Cabin remix, but a little bit newer because everybody knows the escape rooms, everybody does them, so they try to make it a little bit fresher. But basically, they went room by room. One person was dying in pretty much each room, and then it ended, and it turns out they were controlled by these beings. And I say beings because the guy at the end, who's the I forgot what he called it, but he says, "Oh, we like to watch humans fight and blah blah blah." So right then it gives it tells you that whoever's, the puppet masters are not human, but they never really gave a clear picture or clear explanation of what exactly these people are. It's just that they're very rich and have a lot of power, and they are able to pull these strings to get these people in these rooms. And basically, it's a story that just about everybody died. There's two survivors, and it's a setup. There's a setup at the end for a sequel. So the ending, actually, I was actually excited that they're gonna have a sequel because the ending was kind of excited and kind of amped me up, and got me excited to see the second part. So basically they figured out where everybody's at, and they're gonna go on a mission to take them down. So that's what the sequel is going to be about. But these people already know that they're coming, so now they're setting up another scenario where it's like another escape room. So they're setting up that scenario, which is going to be a part of the sequel. So like I said, I give it a 3 out of 10. I did like it, but it wasn't up there with Infinity War or the really good movies. It's just something that, if you're bored, you go watch it. It's not something where you're so excited, like, oh my god, I want to go watch Escape Room. It's just You know, it's a cute little movie, just like The Cabin. It's nothing. It's not a big production, although you know there was good little traps in it, but it wasn't a huge production, so this is a low budget, but it was still good. So if you want to, if you're interested in it, go see it. I would recommend it, but I wouldn't recommend you to go out of your way to see it. If you're bored and you want to watch it, go watch it. But yeah, it's predictable, and you'll be able to predict what's gonna happen and who's gonna die pretty much. So that's my little review.